Hey guys, welcome back to another lesson. My name is Kai Harrison. For those who are joining for the very first time, for those who are always here, I appreciate you, and the new ones, I appreciate you too. Now, we have been looking at using capital letters, and as I told you before, it's a very broad topic. Today, we are going to be looking at how to capitalize title, or what words in a title should we capitalize. Now, it's very tricky, but pay attention. I promise you, we'll get it. All right. It says always capitalize the first and the last words in a title. So it doesn't matter what the first word in the title is or what the last word in the title is, they are always, every single time, always capitalized. Also, we must capitalize the important words. And we're going to look at some words that are not so important in a title. Words like an, a, the. These are called articles. They are types of adjectives. We call them articles. Later on, we're going to look at these in more details. But for now, when you're writing a title, an, a, and the are not capitalized unless they are the first or the last word in a title. And I doubt these would be last words, but they could be first words. Also, words like in, of, with, by, on. Those are called prepositions. That's another part of speech. We're going to look at it in more details. But these are some examples of prepositions. These words are not capitalized in a title unless they are at the beginning or at the end, the first word or the last word in the title. Also, or, but, and, those words are not capitalized unless, again, they are the first or last word in the title. Now, let us jump right into it. So remember, all the important words are being capitalized. All the first words and the last words are being capitalized. And I like to call the non-important words baby words. So these baby words are not normally capitalized unless they start or end the title. Now let us look at number one. And I don't like to just write the title. I like to write them in sentences because I want you to be able to identify your title in sentences. And as I say that, normally when a title is written in a book or it is being typed, it is in italic. You know, when you're typing on the computer and you select that B for bold or I for italic, yes, it's in italic. Or some people might say italic, or it is italicized or italicized. Pronunciation vary, guys, but once you know what I'm talking about. Now, when we're writing, we cannot write in italic, so normally we would underline the title. However, if it's a short title, we normally put them in quotation marks. And we're going to look at quotation marks later on. So if you don't know what that is, don't even worry about it now. All right, so we're going to read each sentence, and first thing we're going to do is identify the title inside the sentence. Last week, we read a book called Awesome Animals. And what I like to do to help me to identify the title is identify what the person is doing in the sentence. So it said last week the person read a book. So if they read a book, then I'm going to find the title of the book. What is the book called? Awesome Animals. So let me circle this. This is my clue to help me know what title I'm looking for. So they read a book. This is my title. The book is called Awesome Animals. So the title is Awesome Animals. Now think about the rule. It says the first word and the last word should always be capitalized. Now, how many words are in this title? Only two. So awesome is the first word and animals is the second word. So you don't even have to worry about baby words because there are no baby words in this title. So first word is awesome. We need capital A. And the last word is animals. So it also gets capital A. Let's go to 2. The book Diary of a Wimpy Kid is my favorite. Now, pay attention. Remember, we need to find the clue. What is the clue? The book. So we need to find the title of that book. What is the name of the book? Diary of a Wimpy Kid. That's the title of the book. What do we know about that book? It is the person's favorite. And please pay attention to the word favorite. If you're in Jamaica or in England, you would spell V-O-U-R. But if you're in the US, there's no U. I'm in the US now, but I'm Jamaican. So let me say again, if you're in Jamaica or if you're in England, you would use a U in favorite. I am in the US, so I'm spelling it without the U. All right, so let's get back to the title, Diary of a Wimpy Kid. The rule says the first and the last word must be capitalized. So that's the first thing I'm doing. I'm looking for the first word and I'm looking for the last word. I always do that. I look for the first word, then I look for the last word. Then I go to the middle and I'm checking for those baby words. Off is a baby word. Here it is. Or a is a baby word. There it is. Wimpy, that's a very important word. So we are making it capital. So diary, wimpy, and kid are capitalized. Off and are not capitalized. Let's move on to number 3. I enjoyed the movie The Last of the Summer Wine. What are we looking for now? We're looking for the title of a movie. It says, I enjoyed the movie The Last of the Summer Wine. That's the title of the movie, The Last of the Summer Wine. Now, what's the first word? The first word is the. Here we say we don't capitalize the unless it is the first word. So no matter what the first word is, it has to be capitalized. So first word capitalized. What's the last word? It's wine. So we have to capitalize it. Then we go to the middle and we look for the important words. Last, that's a very important word in the title. Off and the, those are baby words. They are not important. We are not capitalizing them. Summer is a very important word too. So we make it capital. Let's go to 4. Have you read the magazine about a boy? Sounds like you're asking if you read a magazine about a boy. But in this case, we're talking about a magazine and the title of the magazine is About a Boy. Now, about is a preposition and normally they are not capitalized. However, it is the first word in this title, so we have to capitalize it. Then boy is the last word, so it has to be capitalized too. But a or a, depending on how you pronounce it, is not capitalized. It is an article. It is a baby word. Let's go to 5 and 6. You're pausing the video. You're trying these two on your own, and then you come back to check your answers. My favorite short story is Brighton on Sea. This time, we're looking for the title of a short story. What is the title? Brighton on Sea. First word, Brighton. Last word, sea. Middle word, only on. On is a preposition. It's a baby word. It's a non-important word. It is not capitalized. Last one, And this is something else. Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. is famous for his speech, I have a dream. So I have several titles in this sentence, and I made sure I chose this one because I need you to know that they're not only titles of books. Persons have titles too. So for example, I'm a female, you can call me Miss Harrison. Miss is a title. Anywhere in a sentence you write Miss Harrison, Miss starts with a capital M and Harrison starts with a capital H. Also, I am married, so you could say Mrs. Chippy. Mrs. is also a title. If someone is a doctor, you say Dr. Thomas, or a pastor would be Reverend. So in this case, Martin Luther King had several titles: Reverend, Doctor, and Junior. All right? Reverend starts the sentence, therefore it would be capitalized, but I left it uncapitalized to show you that it is a title, so it doesn't matter where in the sentence it falls, it would begin with a capital letter, even if it was at the end of the sentence. Also, Doctor, that's his title as well. It needs a capital D. Martin Luther King. Martin is his first name, Luther is his middle name, and King is his last name or his surname. So every name that you have must start with a capital letter. First name, middle name, and last name. Some people have two middle names. Both of them must start with a capital letter. Some people have two surnames. Both must start with a capital letter. Now, Junior is also a title. It must start with a capital J. And what did we learn about Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.? He is famous for his speech. So we are looking for his speech. What's the title of his speech? I have a dream. That's the title of his famous speech. I, whether it was in the title or not, has to be capitalized. In this title, it's the first word. It must be capital. What's the last word in the speech? It is dream. Dream must start with capital D. Have must start with capital H. But a or a is a non-important word. It does not take a capital letter. Remember, capitalization is a very broad topic. It's a lot to look at, but we have looked at starting sentences, we have looked at using the pronoun I, we have looked at months, and when I looked at months, I also included days. So remember those. We have also looked at names of person, places, and animals. Now today we have looked at title, a title, a person's name, title of a book, title of a story, title of a movie. You have to capitalize the important words. But remember, for the titles, first word and last word, no matter what they are, must always be capital. And then you look at the middle words, those baby words, those not so important words in the middle are not capitalized, and you capitalize the important words. We have come to the end. I hope you enjoyed this. Remember, like, leave me a comment, share it with everyone that you know, and I'll see you in our next lesson. Bye.